is the quintessential struggle for worker power. What we have here is a group of over 400 workers at the Maple Leaf Poultry Plant in Edmonton, Alberta, who have stood up and said, we want real representation. We want to return back to the House of Labour, come back to a union that has long had a history of representing workers in the food industry, and that's UFCW, our union.
Part of being in the broader labor movement is that we have each other's back, and being in the House of Labour means you have the solidarity of all the other unions that believe in fair contracts, fair negotiations, and rights for workers. So we're happy to see all of them out here, and we'd love to have the Maple Leaf workers welcome back into the House of Labour.
We do also share in common is our desire for appropriate wages, fair wages, decent wages, respectful work environments, and these are all issues that bring us all closer together. And from what we're hearing with workers here is that they need that support to get noticed and for them to carry on their battle and their fight for decent wages and fair working conditions for sure.
I mean, really, I'm here to support the workers who aren't with an actual union right now. We all know what CLAC really is, and what these workers want is to fight for their rights, to have better working conditions, better pay, a fair shake at the table. And, I get that with my union, I get that where I'm at, and I want to support them doing the same thing.
About 5 years ago, unfortunately, under a lot of false pretexts, another organization that claims to be a union and fight for workers' rights came in and tried to really get people on board with their messaging. And their messaging was a very employer-friendly messaging, but promised a lot of things they couldn't deliver. What workers have done is since realized that UFCW and the food union in Canada is where they belong and where their home really is. And so at the leadership of the workplace and the workers inside, UFCW has answered that call and is here supporting workers as they look for real representation.
Phoning people, talking, having conversations, building relationships, just getting to know what's your issue, why did you guys call us, and why is this so important to you? And instead of kind of coming from an angle of hey, we need to convince you, is asking them, why are you not happy, and what can we do to help support you in changing that in this workplace?
The workers are from all over the world. It's a very, it's a poultry plant. It's very diverse. We have folks from South Asia, East Africa. We have folks from Latin America, from the Philippines. It's a very diverse workforce, and as such, I think it's important that we're out here today celebrating that diverse culture, the background.
I think it's extremely important, whether it's Punjabi, Hindi, any other language. It could be any possible language whatsoever. I think that connection is extremely important. I think it feels more like home when you're speaking to somebody that understands you in a way where you don't have to constantly translate yourself or try to explain whatever you're trying to say in a different manner. I think it's really easy for us to just, what's the messaging, and then we pass it on.
Just the labor, just cut the meat, pack the meat, labeling, everything. Yeah.
Is it hard? Is it easy?
Oh no, it's not easier, but it's hard.
Okay.
But we are doing good.
Okay. How long have you been working at this plant?
I'm working here more than 20 years.
All right. Would you say it's a good job?
It is a good job. I make my home there. I'm good. Everything good. I'm doing good.
After 20 years, I have to imagine you've made lots of friends?
Yes, it is.
Okay. So, why did you...
I just feel like a family.
Like a family?
I just feel like a family.
So these are like cousins and nephews and nieces?
Yes, everything.
Okay. So, why did you want UFCW to come here?
No, before we had that. But before we changed it. But when we changed it, we lost so many things. We saw granted hours, lots of benefits. We and pension plans go with that.
So you have questions, but nobody wants to answer
No,
you.
they don't answer.
They treat you like you're bothering them.
That is the big reason they never answer.
So,
And somebody call them, they not come.
so why are you helping these people change unions?
ਮਦਦ ਕਾਹਦੇ ਕਰਦੇ ਆ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਲੋਕਾਂ ਦੀ?
Because I need that. I need that. It's my need. I'm not helping us. I'm helping to myself first.
Okay.
Yes, it's everybody's need.
Everybody's need.
Yes, I need.
So you've been here a while. You know this place very well. Are you worried about younger people that work here getting treated bad?
Yeah, that is the thing. Because when we start here, when we need job letter, we're getting job letters. We have granted hours. When new people comes here, they have not that kind of safety.
So let's talk about the last 2 months.
Mm-hmm.
Is it what first of all, to get people to want to join UFCW? What have you been doing?
Everybody just join it. Just directly. You can't imagine how people came in by flow.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, people keep asking that. Where is the paper? We want to fill it. That is it. How's it going? People asking that question. Yeah. We don't need to go to the people. People comes to us.
Recently, if these folks do make the change to UFCW, how will their working lives change?
Again, like I said, UFCW would be able to file grievances on their behalf. They'd have a really strong negotiating team behind them. They'd make sure that their rights as workers are respected, both at the bargaining table and in dealing with management.
Right now, they're actually the worst, or the location with like the worst increases percentage-wise for all other Maple Leafs, right? And so, at the very least, bargaining is coming up. We're going to make sure their voices are heard. It's whatever they want to be the priority.
And ultimately, having the workers' interests at heart and at first is what workers gain when they gain the UFCW representation.
Workers make this change.
Yes.
What do you hope will happen after?
After that, whatever we lost it, we want to bring that back one by one. It's not coming one day, we know that, right? But we want everything come back, then we can be
When you say
stable as before we had.
so, when you say everything come back, what things?
There's hours, benefits, pension plans, new people have pension plans with that.
Does being part of this over the last 2 months, everything that's happened in the last 2 months, do you feel hopeful that you will get those things back?
Yes, people push me for that. We need it. I not came by myself. I never just do anything like that before. Because people want that. That is.
Thank you so much for doing this.
Yeah, thank you.